Hello, this is Jaysen.
And I'm Jaysen.
Welcome to WhatchaSayJ. What do you got for us to talk about today, Jay?
Well, we've both been involved in the computer world, and I've kind of grown to love technology over the years. And
I love toys.
yeah, toys are awesome. I mean,
My favorites.
As a man, we don't like to go grocery shopping or shop for clothes. We like going to Best Buy before they all close. We just like shopping for electronics that we cannot afford.
I'm an Amazon guy.
Agree to disagree.
You want to play with things, don't you? You want to touch them and feel them.
You know, that's what it's all about. I want to see if that curved TV screen is going to really enhance my viewing experience.
You know, you're right. I actually have seen those, and they are amazing. My old flat TV just doesn't look the same.
No, not at all. I mean, with the curved, it's like you're there. I mean, when you're watching a baseball game, you're on the pitcher's mound. Actually, I have no idea what I'm talking about right now. So.
Well, we played baseball before. Isn't that kind of the same?
Almost exactly.
Yeah. I actually watched TV the other day on a tube TV. It was brought me back to some of my early memories of technology.
Tube TV.
A tube TV. You know those great big heavy things? They weighed about 500 pounds.
I think I may have blocked those out of my memory.
Yeah, there was a
Dramatic.
VCR hooked up to it.
You're just making things up.
No, I'm not. They existed. There are these plastic things, and they had tape in them that when you were a kid you could pull out and your parents would get annoyed.
Did it have something to do with those stickers that said "Be kind, rewind"?
Yes, and we actually had a VCR cassette rewinder. It's dedicated, so you didn't have to waste time rewinding while you were watching the next movie.
That's incredible.
So, maybe we could talk about a few more of our memories, maybe our earlier experiments with technology, early exposures to it. You want to lead us off?
Sure.
All right.
I remember when I was first going to school, there was in kindergarten, off to the side they had a computer set up over there. And it was a kind of a curious thing to get over there and play with. And I remember the program that was on there was, number one, you could pick some different designs for someone's face. And so you could pick the shape of the face, you could add some eyes and nose, and it was kind of like...
This was in kindergarten?
Yeah, it was kind of like an electronic Mr. Potato Head.
Wow.
But it was very rudimentary, but it was all we knew at the time, and I found that to be pretty fun. I don't know, I really don't know why. I'd like to be able to interview myself back when I was that age and find out why I thought that was fun, but that was my earliest memory of working with a computer. What about you?
With an actual computer, I would have to say we had a computer lab at my elementary school. It was actually in the library.
Wow.
I was in second grade before I actually got any access to a computer. And the programs we used, I want to say, was like an AutoCAD. We had a cursor that we had to tell what direction we wanted it to be pointed in and how far to go.
It was called a turtle.
It was the turtle, that's right.
Yep.
And if you were lucky and good, you could draw something other than a square.
Yep, I could do diamonds.
So that was my first experience with computer. My first games experience, which I'm not a gamer, but they're fun. I play a few of them. First game experience actually had to do with you. You remember when your dad used to do the office equipment business, what you guys had for a computer?
Yeah, I believe it was something in the realm of an 8086, which was, your flip phone these days is 10 times more powerful than that. It was a terrible computer.
Yeah, but the game in most specific that we used to play was Commander Keen. You were amazing at that. I was insanely jealous with how good you were and the fact that you could play at any time you wanted to.
That was an illusion. It seems like we had...
Wait, no, you're not going to tell me that wasn't real, right?
Yeah, you were in a dream state that whole time. No, we certainly were not allowed to play video games anytime we wanted to. Usually, you'd probably have noticed that when you have company over, your parents are a little more lenient in certain things, especially if that company is visiting them as well.
That's a good point.
Whatever it takes to keep the kids quiet, probably is pretty much the rule.
We should come up with an idea how to keep kids quiet someday.
Yeah. How about only coming over when they're all sleeping?
We'll work on that. All right, so that's kind of one of your early dealings where you had it in-house, which was great. In-house for me, it wasn't until I was probably 17 we actually got a computer in the home. It was a want to say it was like a 500 megahertz running Windows 95, the latest and greatest. Actually, it wasn't latest and greatest at the time even then, but it was what we had, and it was great. We would get on the internet and it would squeal and squawk, that noise that it used to make when it would dial up.
Mm-hmm.
Remember dial-up connections?
How could I forget that fine-tuning your dial-up connection to get that extra 0.3 kilobytes was
You could
that
do
was
that?
a thrill. That was a thrill. Changing the little settings in the dial-up. Yeah.
I didn't even
That was
know that
awesome.
was possible. I just remember trying to download stuff, and we would save it on floppy disks. So 1.4 megabyte,
Mm-hmm.
we'd wind up with like 10 megabytes on like 7 disks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We've come a long ways,
Dedication.
haven't we? All right.
And now we can shoot 50 hours of high definition video and put it on one little SD card, which costs less than $50.
How about cell phones?
Cell phones, yeah. I mean, that's one area of technology that has changed dramatically in just a few years. I mean, you buy a cell phone, and within a year, it looks like an old piece of junk compared to what's new and out there. And it's like there isn't really. I can't think of any other area of technology that changes that fast to where it just eclipses what is new and relevant. It's ridiculous. But feel free to jump in anytime.
Well, I was actually thinking about my first experience with a cool phone.
Okay.
And this is actually something we experienced together because you were at the time involved in free offers, which is definitely something we don't have time to get into right now. But you got a hold of a Motorola Razr. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do. And that was quite an upgrade on our little Nokia. It wasn't even a flip phone at the time, but yeah, that was a good phone.
So what we did was, because we were so excited about it, we used it as my phone because you didn't have AT&T service. So we were all excited. We just walked around with a cell phone that literally did nothing more than make phone calls and had, I think, Bejeweled on it for a game or something like that.
Snake?
Snake, maybe? No, Snake was old Nokia, wasn't it?
Something. I don't know if it was Bejeweled because that did not have a colored screen, I'll tell you that.
But the thing is, we were so excited about it. It did nothing. But now we've got iPhones and Android phones that are just absolutely amazing. It's so much more fun. I want a new iPhone. Probably not going to buy one right away.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, he's looking at his wife right now.
I am looking at my wife.
She doesn't look very excited about that possibility. But
Okay. Well, let's move on. So what are you excited about for technology coming up? What would you like to get your hands on?
Well, what I'm most excited that's right on the horizon is the possibilities of virtual reality with the Oculus Rift, and other spin-off products are coming out just like that. If for those of you who haven't heard about that, it's basically a virtual reality headset you put on, and you're suddenly immersed in a 3D world that is just incredible. We have at our house now, we have the original developer kit, which is.
So would you feel that in virtual reality?
I'm not sure I felt it then. I mean, is that all you got, really?
I can't. I want it. I can't though.
Actually, no, because it fits right. It's like right here, and it comes out to like here. So if you did that, I probably wouldn't even notice because it's nicely padded.
So I'd break your toy, is what you're saying.
And then you'd have to buy it, which would not be very good for your iPhone plans.
This is true. I think the next thing that I'd love to have, but probably, I don't know. I think the iWatch is pretty cool.
Crickets.
What?
iWatch, really?
Okay, Apple Watch. My mistake.
Still crickets.
No, it's just so cool. It's there, and it's.
Who wears a watch? Come on. What are you,
I
are
would.
you a train conductor?
I would. I'd wear a watch for that. You wouldn't?
No.
Ah.
No. Nothing. No advancement in watch technology will bring me around to wearing a watch again.
Wow.
It's like if they came out.
What if they come out with a really cool pocket watch?
That would really not bring me on board. I don't even know who you are anymore. But yeah, I mean, if they came out with a brand new souped up record player, would you buy it? I mean, it's at the end of the day, it's still a record player. It's still a watch.
Point.
Come on.
All right. Well, hey, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Leave your comments, suggestions for other episodes, and we'll see where we go from here. Thank you very much.
And if you do suggest a show that we end up using, we'll make sure to shout out to you, and you can feel very proud of yourself.
Absolutely. Thank you.